their requirements from the loan and dropped the stipulation of a balloon in 5 years.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Questions or comments?
Excuse me, is there a public agenda somewhere?
Okay. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Federal or state aid?
So I don't know if you guys remember or not, but a couple of years ago, we were required, we had 2 revolving loan funds. Some of the funding came through MIF federal funds and some came through MIF state funds. And so we were required to separate the 2 pools, so now we have a federal funding and a state funding. There are no differences as to how the money can be used, the length of terms, there are no differences at all in the funding mechanisms or how we do the loans. So we have about $765,000 in the federal, $448 in the state. So we just need to designate which pool of funds we want this money to come out of. My guess is we should probably do the state because of the size of the loan.
Yeah.
You know, we can.
With the SBA portion of it,
Yeah,
so
and
I take it from the state funds.
Okay. So do we need a motion on that?
That would be nice,
Okay.
yes.
I would make a motion to use the state portion, state pool to fund the Jacker Brewing request.
Okay, we have a second by Mr. Boyan. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Clark Station offer.
So we have received an offer on the Clark Station lot. I haven't put the sign up yet because, or haven't had it put up yet because we received the quote. The offer that we received was for $18,000, which is less than what, you know, the valuation that the market study came in at. A couple of the comments that were made was the person that's designing the building didn't necessarily like how it sits on that lot because of the size of the lot. You know, it's more conducive to a walkout type of thing because of the big hill that's back there. There's also a big telephone pole that's in back of the lot that would provide for a little bit of problems if you're trying to do parking or any type of exit entrance out of that thing. Whether that can be moved or not, don't know, but definitely there would be an expense to that. Let's see. Yeah, and then parking was another concern. So, you know, the offer is 18. We can reject it, counter it, take it, whatever we need to decide.
Well, then the 18 would be more than we have invested in it, correct?
Correct.
And I know, can't speak for Bob, but last time he was here, he said he thought it was important to get on the tax rolls rather than getting nothing for it. I would be in favor of counter of maybe 22 and see if we can get a little more. I don't know if we have to, you know, I don't know how much we want to pay back and forth, but I know we made a motion as a committee and set a price, and it's not near that, so.
And this is someone who's been interested in it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, they're the only ones that know it's for sale right now.
Correct.
So would there be any additional expense to the city once this lot is sold?
Not to my knowledge, unless they would come back and request, you know, some additional funding for something.
I mean, we don't have to build any streets or sewer or
No.
curb and
No,
gutter
that's
or
all-
anything like
It's
that.
all there. And if we want to get into a negotiation with the lot, you know, those kinds of things, we can certainly call for a closed meeting to negotiate if that's, you know, if that's what we want to.
Well, I think we should go into a closed meeting. So we can talk freely and, so it doesn't get out before.
Mm-hmm.
We have a chance to turn around and make the counter offer.
Mm-hmm.
They know what we're thinking about.
Right.
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay, we will call for a closed meeting. I don't think we can do it right now, right? We have to call for an actual closed meeting, so we'll set up another meeting and
Okay.
call for a closed meeting and we can get a quorum, so.
Sounds good.
Mr. President, may I ask a question on behalf of the public? Is there a specific reason why this property that's owned by the city has not gone on the market? So that you can have a number of people interested who might be willing to pay a lot more than that?
We've discussed it. Okay, anything else come before the board? If not, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And we will be in touch with the information on the closed meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Don, what's your morning like tomorrow? I've got I've got that, dentist at 11. Okay, I don't know what time that.
John, can I ask you what the reason was why this particular property hasn't been opened up to the general public for offers?
I don't have that answer.
Who would have that answer? Because I haven't seen that in any of the minutes. Is it in one of the minutes as to what the discussion involved in?
The reasoning for it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
have you been in on all the meetings to do with this particular property?
I would guess that this particular property had discussion before I started here, so.
But certainly, discussion of a city property sale would have been in the minutes somewhere, correct? So a person could ask to see the minutes as to why that decision was made.
To make the sale available, it started at the last meeting.
And those minutes aren't published yet?
They've just approved.
Oh. Is it possible to get a copy of those?
You have a copy, don't you?
Well, I don't have any minutes,
The
no.
minutes I go?
Oh, yeah, actually it is.
So. 4? Can we do 4 in the middle, or is that?
We can do 4, but it's gonna, that's not gonna be chairs, right?
So what it says here in the minutes is, Casella states that the city received an appraisal of what the old Clark Jiffy Lube lot should be worth, which is not $39,000. Mark Gerby moved and Bob Ryan seconded to advertise the property for sale at $39,000. But now today's discussion was they're not going to do that. They're going to go into a closed session to discuss the sale of this property, this offer of $18,000 to an unknown person. They're going to do a closed meeting rather than advertise it at $39,000 for the public. This is the